Ready? Mark 56. Shit.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And it's complete. Hooper. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't. But it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Vic Beasley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And line now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got it.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
43!
They run. It's Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Deion Jones coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yellow. I'm going, 80. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a give to Smith. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Yeah, baby.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Williams. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to loft run deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of football.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Come on, 80. 59. Ricky.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the second half here with Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Fights through, and that'll crease. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And they're going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Ryan to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, Mike 7, 51, down. Mike,
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Yeah, baby. It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Hey, Wood. 44, Mike.
Throwing again, Ryan. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage?
This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes now to throw, and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check 24, check 29.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Mike Yellow. Man left. Hey, 4 down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kelsey out in the slot right. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got to be ready. Don't be color. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for... He's got a man, complete. across the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Hey, express. Hey, bye. He's checking.
They begin with a run by Smith. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
54, Check.
Here's Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Check, 45 to Mike. Drop deep.
Second and 13. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's into the clear. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. That's caught left side by Hardman. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Ito Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
He's back to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, come on now.
Ryan to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
40. 44.
A first down carry for Smith. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Deuce. Hey, 43, 15.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.